For this week's solo travel adventure, I will be drinking my way through the town of Tequila, Mexico, with the help of the Jose Cuervo Tequila Train experience. This has been on my bucket list forever. I'm taking you with me. Let's go. So it's 8 a.m. in the morning and I just arrived to the train station. There are two train stations here in Guadalajara, Mexico. One for the Jose Cuervo Tequila Train, the tourist attraction, and a real train station for traveling around Mexico. Make sure you come to the tourist attraction one. I booked the Sunrise Premium Plus experience for one person, and it was 3,215 Mexican pesos or 188 US dollars. Kinda pricey, I know, but you'll see in this video, you get a lot of value for that price, and I thought it was 100% worth it by the end. I was actually really happy I booked the premium price because the train car was so nice. And again, I was solo, so I was lucky to be placed in a group of 3 other women on the train who ended up becoming really great friends with me. So for this Jose Cuervo Tequila Train experience, they don't waste any time. They start passing out the drinks and explaining the tequila immediately, 9 a.m. sharp. On the train, the explanation is entirely in Spanish, but if you're like me and you only speak English, don't worry. They do a complete translation of the lesson later in the day once you're at the Jose Cuervo Tequila Distillery. Again, all of the explanation on the train was in Spanish, so my poor Spanglish was struggling immensely, especially with tequila in my system, but they talk about testing the legs of the tequila to see the quality. My legs were sore, apparently. Like, girl, let me go back to drinking instead of thinking. This super strong tequila is supposed to evaporate so fully that you can use it as hand sanitizer. I was just so in love with the vibe of this train. It smelled rustic. It smelled like Mexico. The tequila was bottomless and incredible quality. I hope you had a big breakfast because you will be drinking. And, Mexico. Maybe it's the liquor, but I was falling so deeply in love with the country just from being on this train. And the food, absolutely delicious. I feel like food on tours is hit or miss, but once again, the food and drinks were bottomless and really good quality. Like I was tearing it up. I was eating good. Honestly, I think this day affected my long-term memory because I do not remember what drinks these are anymore. I just know I drank about 50, 60, 70 of these red ones.
Okay, first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna give you time to go to the restrooms, okay? And after that, we will continue with the tour. Once we arrive to the place, the restrooms will be at both sides of the fountain, okay? So right now, just chill, relax, and I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay?
Sounds good. We arrive in shock, more complimentary tequila. See what I'm talking about with value? First thoughts on the town of Tequila is that the weather could not have been more perfect. I did this tour in April, and the weather was already so stunning and sunny and welcoming. It did get pretty hot later in the day, if I'm honest, but I was okay, and just happy that I didn't do this tour in the middle of July, because I would not have made it. It was probably an 80-20 split of Mexican tourists versus American or Western European tourists, which is actually a pretty huge green flag for me as far as the authenticity of a tour, though I was very, very grateful for the English translation options that they had. By the way, are you enjoying this video so far? If you like it, love it, and want some more of it, please support me by clicking the subscribe button below really quickly. Okay, now. We're inside the Jose Cuervo Tequila factory right now, and we're going, I think, into the basement right now. It's so pretty though. Cool mirror. So goes tour.
Stellar, as the name says, this is our premium brand tequila that it was reserved for the family. That's why the name. And this tequila was first created in 1995 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the company. 200, just imagine that. So they decided to make it allowed, so they decided to sell to the public. 50,000 pesos, which would be $2,500.
Yeah.
So just imagine. Cash. Just one glass, please. Just one. Yeah.
Back into the streets of tequila, and I was absolutely starving. We had some free time, so I decided to go find some food. Okay, so the Jose Cuervo factory tour is over, and now I'm starving and like 6 tequilas in, so I'm gonna go find some food. I looked up this place on Google Maps, and it has pulpo, which is octopus, which is my favorite. I know we're not near the ocean, but I'm gonna eat some right now. I'm so excited to check it out. I then explored the town of Tequila more, visiting the Centro Cultural Juan Beckman Gallardo and Museo Los Abuelos Familia Souza. Please do not make fun of my Spanish pronunciation. To end the time in Tequila, the Jose Cuervo Tour offers a complimentary access to a final show of traditional Jalisco song and dance. And yes, more tequila. These clips are long, but oh my god, you just have to enjoy the majesty of the show. It's now 5:48 in the evening. Does it feel like the price tag is worth it yet? It definitely was for me. That was a whole day of tequila, literally. But while the day in Tequila Town may be over, the tour is not done yet. We hopped on a bus and now we're heading to agave fields to see the process of how tequila is made from plant to shot glass. And yes, you guessed it, to do more tequila tasting.
Sending all the sugars from the center or to the heart. The only part we need to make the tequila is the heart. Now the jimador is changing the tool. Now he have the coa, is the traditional tool. Now our jimador is making the jima. The word jima comes from to the Nahuatl. It means to shave. Or jimador is shaving or agave. Now for agave it looks like a pineapple.
El día llegará.
The freshest churros of your life! 10 out of 10!
Ni siquiera un alma perdida.
I want to be crossing off amazing experiences from my bucket list, learning, dancing in a beautiful location, and most importantly, drunk off my butt at 7 p.m. and in bed by midnight, like God intended. I am not exaggerating when I say that this is one of the most fun travel experiences I've had in my entire life. It's just so unique. You're not able to do anything like this anywhere else in the world except in Tequila, Mexico with the Jose Cuervo Tequila Train. As a solo female traveler, I felt 100% safe. I made friends so quickly. I learned about the state of Jalisco, the cities of Guadalajara and tequila, the process and history of tequila distilling. I ate amazing food, I danced, I sang, and believe it or not, I did not have a hangover the next morning. I know, trust me. I was shocked too. If you're looking for a truly bucket list experience in Mexico, book the Jose Cuervo Tequila Train. And that's it. I had so much fun. I highly recommend this experience, and subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Bye!